Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter Humble. We did indeed hit amphibians stage at the end of the last episode, which means that we have the we have the ability to go now, and should have the ability to go now and collect all of the little frog eggs that are in those little frog ponds scattered all over the world. I think most of them are in the under caves, so we can go down there at least to get started, and maybe we'll miss some, but maybe we'll catch most of them that way. So I do want to definitely do that as part of this. And there's probably a bunch. Actually, I know there's a bunch also out at the beach, so we can probably do kind of both. But we do still have those 2 Jumi frog eggs, and we also have I think that was it here. Oh, we need to set up tier 4 mutagen too before we go around. And then we have also Afe and Treju eggs that we can make too, so we could probably set up a couple of those to get made also. I don't know if I need the common larva crafting, auto crafting yet. We can check that out too. I can't remember what all they're used for that we need to make a bunch of, but we'll take a look at that. And eventually we can make a genetic synthesizer. But until we actually have the animal stage going, the mammals stage going, it doesn't do us a whole lot of good, I don't think. But I could be wrong, and that's maybe we should try it. So let's go down to the whatchamacallits here down here. The incubators, and take a look at these recipes for these frogs. Generic frog eggs. Oh, right, we need the frog eggs in order to make the frogs. Well, that would be a no-duh moment, but also, yeah. Oops. So let's put these 2 frog eggs in the miscellaneous fish eggs, or we could take a couple of... You know what, let's just do this. Take a couple of supplies for amphibian farms, and we'll be good there. So yeah, these need the commons, but these we're not going to craft like millions of, so we don't need auto crafting of them just for that reason. Not that we couldn't have it for that reason, but we don't need it for that reason. So let's just go, maybe we can just put these down in the under caves. That would be okay, I think. Yeah, let's just do that. Actually, I think we should just teleport to the sinkhole and come in from that direction and go that way, because we're already here, and that way we can end up back underneath the main base. I don't think there's any in here. I think they're all... I mean, there's some above ground randomly, but they're mostly in the cave areas, I think, above ground too. But most... And then on the beach, most of them are down here. Like, right here's one. And we could actually just go ahead and give you a frog down here too. A frog pond, that is. Amphibian farm. There we are. And we don't want to... We could put the generic frogs eggs in here, but they're not that great. They only have a 100% multiplier, so they just double the outputs of these things. But they give kind of a green and red looking frog as part of their configuration, whereas these are, of course, that crazy color combination there. So that was one of them. There should be a couple more. Yeah, there's one over here. There's some over there in the blue. There's probably a couple more here in the yellow. That also, this water also counts for drinking, if you didn't know that. There's one right there. Maybe I should try to keep track of how many I find in each one of these little biomes. 2, 3 here so far. Possibly more, but at least 3 in here so far. I guess I could look also at the web-based map and see how many there actually are of the frog ponds, and then we could go from there. Even if whether I use the map for finding them or I just look at the quantity of them, we could use that. And it looks like just 3 here, maybe. Let's go into the blue area next. And once you pick the egg up from each of the ponds, there's no more eggs. That's all you can... They don't respawn, they don't whatever, so that's all you get. I'm going to put one down here, I think, next to this water. Oh, there's one right there already. Nope. One of these, though, or in this area anyway. It's really sloped, so I'm not sure that I want to put it all the way down there, but maybe up here should be fine. We'll put the other Jumi down here. It's kind of a interesting / nice thing. You know, you get these new things to do all the time in this game. Whereas, you know, in In other games, it's kind of everything is available to you, and you don't get like new things unlocked after a certain point. It's kind of nice that this game, like, you have to do stuff in order to get stuff. Yeah. You have to accomplish things. I don't think there'll be any more this way. They might only be near the ponds, but not sure. Like I said, I can't remember if there's any above ground in the main part of the map, but I know there's some in the beach. And I probably have already missed a couple, because knowing me, my attention to detail. I don't remember if they're only near water, though, or if they appear anywhere. That's another thing that I can't remember. Exactly. These ones we found so far have all been near water, but I can't remember if there's any elsewhere or not. And there's still that one geode in here that I keep forgetting to bring an explosive down and pop. We should do that at some point, too. I don't remember where exactly it is, but it's around here someplace. And we still have, like, a bunch more green chests to find, too, which I did, actually. At some point between a couple of episodes, I did go around and find some of them. I didn't collect them. I just went and found them and wrote down where they were. Because we do have the coordinates down here that I used to write down. So I did find some, but there's still a few missing. So here's that geode there that we need to pop at some point. Here's one of these. Although I think we should go down this way and then come back around. And not actually go up to the base yet. Unless we wanted to, well, you know, we could go up to the base. I think there's one over on this side too, isn't there? No, there's just those two. 3, there's one right there. Go up to the base and make some of the other frogs. The recipe in the incubator. Before we go into that part of the caves, I think. Yeah, so far they're all near water. Coolie frog eggs. Now we have 3 of them to make. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think there's some, like, up in the ice cave area. What used to be an ice cave area. There's definitely some out there on the beach. And one of the rockets just came back. I did send them off. I think after the episode last time. Wait, we got lots of these guys. Okay, so recipes. We have 3 of them to make. Tier 4 mutagen, we set that up. Tier 4 mutagen again. Tier 3 mutagen. And then we need one of each fertilizer again. So let's go first down here and set up the mutagen. That's got to go in here, so that means we need an auto crafter. Auto. There it is. 2 osmium and a super alloy rod, excuse me. Osmium. Super alloy rod. We should be accumulating, we have been accumulating some super alloy. We could sell a bunch of rods then, also, and eat through that. I don't know that I want to keep them on auto sale, but we could definitely set some up and do that way. Let's go and find, and there's another rocket back. I did send 2 or 3 of them kind of back to back there, so that makes sense. Right there. And this will be tier 4 mutagen, which is tier 3 plus mutagen. Wait, tier 3 plus tier 1 is tier 4? Really? Has it always been that way? That's what you need the common larvas for, is tier 2. So you're kind of limited until you can, auto craft those. Supply everything, normal, the crafter. They just went and got collected. They're going upstairs, which is fine. I mean, 1 plus 3 is 4, so that makes logical sense. But I don't know that they were thinking math when they did that. Let's see. We have all these boxes here still empty. That's good. We needed 2 of these, 1 of these, and then we needed 1 of each of these, if I recall correctly. But we actually want to make 4 of these. So let's grab... another terraform mutagen. That'll work. Okay, so let's see. We need those 3 recipes. And that means one of these, and go. Same thing, one of these, and go. And then we do one of these, and one of these. And then one of these, and one of those. There we go. Let's drop the rest of these just in here for right now. That's fine for them to be in there, I guess. We'll probably set up a frog egg box somewhere here, but for now, that should be fine. You know, let's just go ahead and continue our exploration for the frog eggs. I think I'm going to go do the beach next, though. Down we go. Actually, maybe I don't want to go all the way down. Oh, I'm back up again. Go here. Because there might be some up here on these upper levels someplace. But we'll work our way down looking for them. I wonder if they're all down by the water, actually. Oh, right there. Is that one? I was going to say, I would have expected to see one right in here. There's one right there. Sometimes they're a little sneakier to find than other times. There. If we have time, later in the episode, we can always go do another random exploration. We're going to want to do those to get rare stuff and sellable stuff, but I'm not sure how much of those you guys want to see on camera. So it'll just depend on that. We'll do a few here and there as we, probably kind of more as we don't have another thing to do progression-wise. Not that we can't get progression by... Okay, we already did this part here. Sure looks pink. It is pink. Coming down here, too. I will collect the pinkium. That is about the only one left that I'm willing to go and collect. And get it to hit me in the face? Probably. If I want to. If I need the achievement, yes. Otherwise, no. I'm going to go over my head, though. That's okay. We'll come down here and get some water at the beach. Bluey. Alright, and there they all are, right there. I'm gonna use my head to push the rock out of the way. Yes, it's balanced on my head. Frog displayer. Yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of those eventually. Already got that one. Alright, well, we only got 5 of them. There should be 3 to 5 more. Which I'm sure they're under these rocks someplace. Actually, I think I saw some of them right there. I can't quite reach them. So that means I gotta remember to come back, which is the tough part for me always. Memory. I vaguely recall one being like up in these rocks, behind these vines someplace. Vaguely? Right there. One, anyway. Doesn't mean there's not more, I just vaguely recall at least one. This sneaky thing here, there's nothing. Another one of those things where I guess as I was playing, ooh, piece of candy, early in the game, I should have also had, you know, beacons marking these as we found them. But I didn't. And I think it was Verna that told me I should on the, turned out to be the cosmic, quartzes, and I didn't. Because I'm bullheaded. So we opened this door, by the way, and now we've gotten no progress on the story with Starform. So that's kind of a, you know, interesting. Anything better with the light on? We're already in here. Light's not doing me a damn bit of good. We may have to pause again and wait for the sun to come back. Okay, seen any over here either. Right there. Yeah, I think I'm going to need the sight distance. I'll be right back. And we're back. Serenas. Not that I really need them, but also. Free is for me. Are there any up here? That I don't remember. The climb thing is stuck. My screen. Set that. We'll grab this one because I saw it. Again. Back over this way, I think. Up in this area now. Right there. Yep. I don't think I saw any over here from the other side over there, but you can't see the whole thing. So we just need to come up here and check. But I don't know that frogs would come up here, like, naturally. Whatever. Yeah. Nada. Not a one of them. There's this cave, which I would suspect would hold a frog. I think there was a chest in there. If I remember correctly. Maybe it was a green chest, even. We get this one? Apparently so. Okay. Over here to Stretch Armstrong. I don't remember there being any over there at all. In the weird looking area. Again, I don't really expect frogs to come up here, but you never know. Seems like they wouldn't come up very far away from water. Once again, using, you know, logic and real life examples. Alright, I don't see another one in this area. We just got the one that was over there. So I think this part is clean, this sort of West Beach area here. Unless there's some more up there. Maybe we collect it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. Okay. Have to make it back to base pretty soon. Food. I'd always pick up an iron and summon in some food, but then I'd get a whole chest full. Because we can't make a single item chest, which actually be kind of a nice thing. To be able to craft those just for that purpose, like to request in a single item from the bots. Be kind of useful. Go to this island yet? I don't think so. We didn't need to, so that's good. I could also travel with a teleporter again. That might be useful too. Not that we're ever that far away from home, but still. Especially because I have teleporters kind of scattered in like the four corners of the world here. Just not this one. 3.5 corners. One up there, obviously. Well, I think we'll come back and do this landmass and the creepy area. Let's go pick up the pulsar quartzes before we forget again, and then we'll go back up the vines and get some food. I really don't want to forget the pulsar quartzes again. After 2 or 3 times already in this series, forgetting the back half of them. Rocks are still here. Jeez. Well, looks like maybe only 7 this time. Unfortunate. There's Serena there. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. So I should check in the water. Be sure. I don't see any other pulsar quartzes down here either. Maybe they rolled down. They wouldn't have rolled much further than that. Having the little turds of butterfly larvae here is distracting a little bit. Ooh, golden. I will pick that one up. But I don't see any more. So unless I'm just being blind, daft, dumb, silly, we'll do that. But yeah, there's goldens that spawn down here, as well as the Serenas, the Albans, Fiorentes, I think, also spawned down here. Kind of just all of them, kind of just randomly. I totally didn't pick up all the super alloy here on the beach area. Oh well. You can use it. You could probably prep some stuff for another rocket, including possibly some of the super alloy rods we have made. Let's see. Up here. In here. Got it. Let's see. I did clean out some of this stuff. I don't remember what I did to do so, but I did clean out some of this stuff. I have those and these and these. There. No, I don't want to go down there yet. Let's go this way. And then we'll go here. Or we could have actually came in here. You can see the frogs are in there. We got a Huli, Tuli, an Aeolus, and an Fa. Let's throw those in there too. We can take them out and put some frog ponds down, of course. Something. Oh yes, I wanted to stay up here for a moment. I wanted to look, double check in here for anything. Well, that's what I did to get rid of it. I sold off a bunch of rockets and chips and stuff to the trade rockets. See what else we got to sell off down here. Let's see. None of that is sellable. Okay, I did clean it all out, except for these few rods here. Anything I want to buy, because we should have a decent amount of cash. Yeah, 62,000. Let's go ahead and buy the fountain and the hologram projector. We could buy these suits, but I'm not ready for them yet. We did need some fuses. The customizable bed and sofa. This is the blueprint for Smart Fabric. I don't think we bought that yet. That's 37,000. We'll buy those things. I'm going to go grab some more of those super alloy rods, though, and also check the status of the, not the osmium necessarily, although it's getting better. Uranium's full and iridium is not. So let's sell off some of these. 10 of those, maybe. And like 10 of these. And that'll get us more of what we need. That was you, us putting this stuff in. One more thing. Forget it. I'm not going to go back and come back and go back and come back. Do it. Not that we have anything for this one, though, but we could do that. I just don't want to spend a bunch of time on it. So I think maybe we do some more frog egg exploration collection. And I think I'll just go back to the sinkhole, and we'll go... Oh, I did something crazy there. And we'll go into the green area from here for the sinkhole. We just basically have to turn left. Yeah, that's that way. I wonder if these will also be mostly near water. Down here. That is, I wonder if I should just stick... Oh, they're not anywhere near water. Okay. There's one. No, I think with the whole beacon marking concept, I think I would be more willing to do it if you weren't so limited in your inventory. I think that's really what it comes down to, is that there's only, I mean, early game, there's only like, you know, whatever it is, a dozen or so spaces that you can fit stuff in. There is a mod that where your inventory can hold like however many times, however many, like, you can stack the items, so you can hold X number of, interesting little cave there, X, you know, number in each stack of the same item, so it can kind of, in a way, at least multiply your inventory by a factor of, say, 10. But, of course, if you're carrying that many different items, then you don't get the multiplying factor anymore, because you've used up all the slots. But, I wonder if there's any over there. I don't think so, but they're not going to be up above, I don't think, but this was a good thing to check. So that mod might be useful in that respect. I wouldn't want to make the number too high, because then that just feels like exploitative. But I know where there could be some. Where's that that lake at? Pond. Down there. But I do want to check up here, though, too. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Pond here. There's one right there. Look at that. Found it. There's one over there, too. Found it. So I guess I would say that water is a strong. I can't target that one at all. That's unfortunate. I can't even target the pool here. That's unfortunate. Water's a strong draw for it or whatever, but it's not an absolute. Still a little bit of ice here. Interesting. Melts at 200 mega TI. Oh, there's something hidden in there. No, we're well beyond 200 mega TI. We're in giga TI. Interesting. It didn't melt. The other thing that I think I saw, kind of a random sidebar topic, is there's only the one spawn location here in Humble. You can't spawn in, like on Prime, you can spawn like half a dozen or something, different locations. But here on Humble, I think there's only the one spawn location. Just kind of an interesting sidebar. I think it is. I've never tried though any of the other spawn locations besides the default one. Let's not go up that way yet. Stay down here. I don't know if there's any up there or not, but stay down here anyway, just to continue here, because that kind of gets into the Iridium Cave going up that way. So stay down here and do these. This area, that is. Gotta be somewhere around here, right? Yep. 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 Like 4 of them right in a row there. Interesting. About up here? Probably not. One can never tell. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. But I think I can count 8. Because of that stupid one that we couldn't pick up. Takes us back out here. And a one I missed. Okay, good. We didn't come back this way. That's what it is. Probably. Okay, so I guess we could go up toward the Iridium area. I don't remember if there was any there or not, though. Feels like no, but maybe. I also feel like maybe I missed... There's one I missed already. Maybe I missed some? Came through there. We're sticking close to the wall, though. Not particularly down this way. So maybe cutting through kind of the middle here would be a good idea. But it could take the ramp up, too. These are the ones we got 4 in a row. Yep. Boom, 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 and one over there someplace, I think. I think we could go up toward Iridium now. See what else we can find. Although I wonder if the frogs would even be up here, naturally, because... Again, I don't know that they would want to be in a... There is that one frog named Lava something. So maybe. Kind of an odd maybe frog in this area someplace. I don't remember there being any. Shape to the rock there. Yep, none in here. And as I, watch this episode back during the premiere, I will more than likely write down how many we got in each one of these cave biomes and out of the beach and stuff. And that way I can compare them against the map goodies. I'll take that. Oh, it's a geode. Wait, what the heck is that? Flashlight's not doing me any good. That's the way up to the iridium area. And that's where we're going to go. So above ground, I think just in the cave areas. Maybe over by the zeolite, there might be some. Brings us outside. One entrance. I'm not thinking there's any in here. But maybe down by where the water is. Well, this area seems foggier than normal. Not sure why that is. Just me. There's that one we can't target right there. We can't even get all the way in there. Don't think there's any over here either, because it's kind of outside, so I don't think there'll be any there. I don't remember there being any up the vine areas either. If there are, they would probably be back in here, but again, frogs should want to be near water, right? So I don't think so. And it's rocky and there's no water, so I think this is going to be a frogs don't like it here. Like that, though. Yeah, down here by the water pools, maybe. Oh, hydration low. Speaking of down here by the water pools. I mean, back here behind this waterfall would be a good spot for frogs to live, but no dice. It could just be too warm in here for them or something. Logically speaking again. Not game logic, but real logic. This is a spot that I burn myself every stinking time. And then again we have an upstairs here. And nada. Okay, well, we'll say there were none in here. The map may reveal otherwise, but we'll say there were none. So I think in terms of where else we might find them, I think it would all be in the caves over on the west side. From the entrance marker there, all the way up to the Uraninite marker. Which means we'll teleport to the Uraninite maybe and work our way back. Maybe. Go this way. Okay, I'm not sure if they're anywhere else out in the world. You can see. So we ended up collecting 9 of them. In sort of the green-orange cave area. Plus 1 more in the white area. Let's see. In here, get some food. Those in a dump chest. Up here. Look good used for something. And let's teleport, actually. Yes. Teleport to the Uraninite cave. Frog, frog, frog. Frog, frog, frog. Would have expected to see some in this area, but I don't see them here at all. Interesting. I'm not going to expect to see them all the way up here, but already halfway, so we might as well go up and look, and then drop down. Didn't expect to see them up here. Alright. There's also that area back there, but again, kind of same answer. Tree growing randomly there in the middle of the rock. Wonder why there aren't any here. We did go down there, right? Yeah, we went down here. Yeah, this is the one that led to another workshop. Yeah, we've been here. There aren't as many of those underground cave areas here on Humble as there were on Prime either. Kind of interesting. I don't know if there's any up there or not. Yeah, still a Uraninite on the ground here. At this point, not worrying about it too much. We can mine it all day long. Always add another miner if we feel like we need one. Were there any in this area? If there were, I would expected to see them either down there, which we already looked, or maybe in some of these other openings, but really down in these ones that lead someplace. Yeah, down to the blue area, but I don't think there are any. I think we're okay even here, not finding any. Because I would expected them to be, if they're anywhere, I expect them to be someplace that opened up. And became available later. That was underground when we started the game. But yeah, oddly enough, there aren't any in this area, which I would have truly expected to find. Maybe some here also. But, nope. And I won't go any further down than here because we could poke back out that way. I think we want to go at least back through that the tunnel area, just to be safe. Yeah, I'm surprised this giant lake here in the Uraninite area didn't give any frogs. That's kind of weird. Yeah, no frog ponds. If it's worth going up there or not. Always come back into it. Yes. About here with the osmium. There's one right there. That's even weirder that there's some over here and there wasn't any over there. There's another one. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so then this is what leads us back this way, so I'm not going to go that way again. I guess maybe this was capped over with ice. Was the Uraninite cave capped over with ice? I think so. That area. I think so. And I bet you there's some in these caves someplace. Let's see. Which way do we go? I think it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. I don't think there's any in the actual tunnels. If there are any, they're in these open areas of the caves. Nothing in here. There's still ice here, though. Just in case. Right, these were geodes. And, so there was this main cave here. I would really expect to see frogs here, but there aren't any. And then there's these 2 tunnels that lead toward other open cave areas, I think. This one here. Again, with no frogs. And that goes up, 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 and out, I think, right? Yeah. Out here, kind of above that area, and up to where the ship is. It still has a generator in it that we need to power. I keep forgetting about that. We still can't get through here. Okay. And there's one more open area down in this, swimming down there. I just don't remember exactly how to get there. This way? It takes us out. This is it here. And then there's this in here that leads basically nowhere that I don't even remember what this was. This was hiding or holding before. Sure to. And that was just... that loop. Alright. And then the lower one, I think, just takes us right back toward... Yeah, right back toward the quicker route back out toward the osmium cave. Osmium area. Okay, so that's basically it down here. So there weren't any down here. That's what it basically means. So otherwise, I think, where else would they be? Maybe some more out on the beach. Maybe some more here and there where we didn't find any. But I think that's kind of it. And I think given the time, we should probably just wrap up here. We could spread these bees around someplace else in the world. We could also maybe do some more of the frog research and get some more of the different frog species. I think I will save some of these frogs for next, that far away. For next time, and we can, or for a later time, I should say, and we can do more, species research, because we should be getting, I think, a couple more. Well, there's the solar system screen from the moon's update and the extraction platform. So that's where we need to get to, is 4 Terra TI. We were looking at 2.25. These are all new things over here that I don't want to really look at directly, but accidentally, it's fine. Animal spreader rocket, yeah, harvesting robot. That's a new thing for the moon's update too. There's Strabo frogs at 80. kilotons of biomass, and tier 1 animal food is there. Then we have the generic frog eggs. We can make them. That's right, we can make them eventually at 165 animals very soon. We can make rare larvae now. That unlocked while we were floating around here doing other things. So now we can make rare and common, but not uncommon. But an uncommon is only used to make the one thing. And there's a tier 4 jetpack at 1 kilotons of animals, so we can get that eventually. But we're kind of nearing the end of, actually, the base game. We just have the animal stuff to do. We'll probably have to put out some more stuff to boost that growth, but we can do that next time also. For now, we will leave this here, and we'll come back in the next one and do some more searching, some more crafting of frogs, and see kind of what else we come up against. And also some more terraforming, put some more stuff out to do some faster terraforming. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.